It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 21st of August. I'm Michael Groff. Wild weather across the valley as thunderstorms descended off the rim last evening and brought widespread, strong, gusty winds and a vivid light show. Some spots did see some appreciable rain, even a little bit of small hail in sections of Scottsdale, Arcadia, and down towards Sky Harbor Airport of all places. Will we see a repeat performance today or through the forecast period? Well, we'll talk about that in just a moment, but first, it's Friday, so that means it's Photo Friday here, where we take a look at some of the pictures or videos that you guys have submitted of Mother Nature, weather in action from across the valley or around the state of Arizona. First, we'll start with these shots here from Greg and his son Tyler. These are from storms that came through here a couple of nights ago and brought a very vivid light show. We've had lots of opportunities to take some shots of lightning this week as the monsoon has become a bit more active. So far, I don't have too many pictures from last night's storm. I imagine I'll be getting some here over the next few days. I do have this shot, though. This comes from the one, the only girlfriend, Michelle, as lightning was just lighting up the sky about 7:50 last night. This is from the West Valley, where, again, strong, straight-line winds were the rule, and a vivid light show. Not much rain to be had here, though. And then we have these pictures of haboobs, dust storms, descending on the valley from a few nights ago. And it's hard to believe that dust makes for such spectacular photos, but it does. These are from Ryan Seek, of course. And just beautiful pictures. Again, this one right here, this is the winner of the week. Boy, oh boy, look at that. My goodness. And if you have photos or videos that you want to submit, you can always do so. groffshow@gmail.com. That's groffshow, Groff show @gmail.com. All right, let's dive in and talk about it. First, we'll look at the almanac from yesterday, and it's the first day we didn't break a record in a while. We came 1 degree shy of one, though. 112 degrees the afternoon high. 79 was the low that occurred after 8 p.m. last night with those storms rolling through. And the number that jumps out at you, 9/10 of an inch of rain officially in the bucket at Sky Harbor. That was actually one of the higher totals in the valley. Don't see that too often. All right, outside now here at 8:45 a.m., mostly cloudy sky out there right now. A lot of mid-level clouds around. And we're at 85 degrees at Sky Harbor, but it is muggy. Dew point up at 67, relative humidity 55%. The winds are light and the barometer is rising. Temperatures out there this morning, 79, the cool spot at Fort McDowell. Most locations are in the 80s. The upper air look across the country. Our weather pattern is very slowly starting to evolve. The sprawling ridge that we had out here in the west is slowly weakening, and that's allowed for some more moisture and unstable air to come into the region in the last few days. And we will continue to see that ridge weaken a bit and more moisture come in from the south. The infrared satellite across the state this morning shows the leftovers from last night's storms here across central and southwest Arizona in the form of mid-level clouds. Those will be slowly clearing out of here through the day, but with the increased cloud cover and humidity, temperatures will be lower than we've seen in recent days. And the watch warning map, yes, we're already back to it. An excessive heat watch is in effect for the metro area from 10 a.m. Monday through 8 p.m. Thursday. Next week's heat episode probably not going to be quite as extreme as our most recent one, but still something to note. And the convective outlook for today, the standard slight risk of severe storms across the Dakotas, a marginal risk for the adjacent states, another marginal risk over the southeast U.S. And in Arizona, we're in the green, so thunderstorm activity is still possible. Organized severe weather not expected, but any one storm can become severe. Taking a look at the tropics and the Atlantic Basin, what has been a very active season already, heating up more so with a wave coming off of the African coast. Won't worry about that too much right now. We've got newly formed Tropical Storm Laura and Tropical Depression number 14 in the Southwest Caribbean. Let's focus on TD14 first. When this ultimately gets a name, it will be called Marco. Right now along the coast of Honduras, bringing heavy rain there. The forecast track from the Hurricane Center moves it northwest, clipping the northeastern corner of the Yucatan and then moving out over the Gulf. And the Hurricane Center strengthens this to a minimal hurricane by early Monday morning and has it moving toward the Texas coast somewhere between Houston, Galveston, and the Sabine Pass by Tuesday. And looking at the tropical models on this, and again, most of these models do bring it up into the Texas or Louisiana coast early next week. The intensity guidance most of the models keep it as a strong tropical storm or minimal hurricane. The impacts will be very similar one way or the other, a big rainmaker for Texas and Louisiana, but of course, things can change. Further to the east, we have Tropical Storm Laura. This is approaching the Windward Islands, and the official track from the Hurricane Center keeps it right along or just north of the islands of Puerto Rico, Hispaniola, and Cuba, bringing it across the Florida Keys and then intensifying it into a minimal hurricane southwest of Tampa Bay early Tuesday, and then heading up toward the Florida coast somewhere near Fort Walton Beach or Destin early Wednesday. The tropical models are in pretty good agreement here, many of them bringing it onto the Alabama or Florida coast early next week. A few outliers, though. But speaking of outliers, let's look at the intensity guidance here. There are a few models that keep this as a tropical storm or fizzle it out entirely as it interacts with the islands and drier air. Some do bring it up to a minimal hurricane, as the National Hurricane Center forecast does. There is that one model there, the HWF, that brings it up to a major hurricane. So uncertainty aplenty, but the bottom line is there is a small potential, I emphasize small potential, that we could have two hurricanes impacting the Gulf Coast of the United States at roughly the same time, the early or middle part of next week. All right, meanwhile, closer to home in the East Pacific, we still have Genevieve just holding on for dear life here as a tropical storm off of the Baja coast. Again, it's had interaction with land and starting to encounter cooler water as well. The moisture from this will make its way into the southwestern United States this weekend and give us an increased chance of precipitation, as we'll talk about. And where the center of circulation for whatever's left of this goes, many models do bring it up into central California, and they could even get a little bit of rain out of this. And rain in central California is very rare in the summer. Speaking of rain, the precipitation outlook valid through next Friday morning from the WPC. Rain amounts in Phoenix, not much, generally 1 to 2 inches for the favored upslope areas of eastern Arizona. But, of course, as you know, any one spot can get more than what's shown here. This is just kind of an average, a broad brush approach. These maps are always difficult to draw during the monsoon season. All right, let's get into it as we look at modeling. See what's going on with this weather pattern. Here we go, the GFS, the 06Z run valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. High pressure remains the dominant feature here over the southwest. It is weakening somewhat, sitting over eastern Arizona today. So down at the surface, partly sunny skies, a lot of mid-level clouds around this morning. Those should start to move out of here this afternoon, but with the increased clouds and humidity, temperatures held down today. We're going with a high temperature range of 103 to 106, which is, believe it or not, where we should be this time of year. Widely scattered showers and thunderstorms fire up over the mountains, but I think the atmosphere here over south central Arizona is sufficiently worked over from last night's storms, a little too stable to support rainfall. I've put a very small chance into our forecast that we could see an isolated storm tonight, though, not completely out of the question. Tonight, partly cloudy, and again, those isolated showers and storms are possible. Overnight lows in the upper 70s to mid 80s. Then as we get to the weekend, moisture from Genevieve starts to increase, and that should have a positive impact on our storm chances. Now, tomorrow, I think the majority of the storms will be concentrated over eastern Arizona and the higher terrain. Storm motion will be fairly slow as winds aloft are rather light. So the chance of getting storms in here tomorrow doesn't look that great, but if we do get them in, the heavy rain potential would increase. The strong damaging wind potential is going to decrease thanks to the increase in the moisture through the atmospheric column. High temperatures tomorrow should be lower than what we've seen in recent days again, thanks to the clouds and humidity. High temperatures generally around 103 to 107. Sunday, a slight increase in the number of showers and storms, and I think they'll be a bit better organized as well. This, I would highlight, as the better day for chances of storms to get into the metro Phoenix area. High temperatures again, 103 to 107, and partly sunny skies. Now, as we go to Monday, the ridge begins to intensify, and that's going to cut down on the number of showers and storms, but still, we will have a small chance of getting them in here as the flow aloft remains out of the east, and high temperatures getting closer to 110 again. And then for the middle part of next week, the chance of rain in Phoenix isn't zero, but it's pretty small as the ridge is stronger now and the air in the mid-levels becomes a bit more capped and warmer. So high temperatures between about 108 and 112 every day for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and just widely scattered showers and storms around. The good news is this next heat episode doesn't look to be nearly as intense or last nearly as long, and we'll show you why as we go out to a week from today. This is Friday, the 28th. The ridge getting pushed off into the plain states, and so the heights are coming down, and there is shown to be more moisture and activity in the tropics of the East Pacific. So tropical moisture may be back on the increase for scattered showers and thunderstorms to continue. And then going out 10 days, this is Sunday the 30th. Look at that upper low over Manitoba and the northern plains. A little taste of fall up that way maybe. And we have troughing to the north, interacting with some of that deeper tropical moisture around here, scattered to maybe numerous showers and storms in the picture here if the GFS verifies. But this is out here at 10 days. This is more or less fantasy land. All right, checking out precipitation off the European ensemble. And again, many of the members are showing rain in here over the next couple of weeks to close out the month of August and heading into September. The ensemble mean is just under a half an inch. And temperatures off the European ensemble warming it up for early and middle parts of next week, and then temps lower as we march into September, as you would expect, and moisture levels and rain chances increase, at least according to the European. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video scheduled for Monday morning, but updates likely before that if necessary. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell so that whenever a brand new video is posted, you'll get the notification. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. Thanks so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Be safe out there. Stay cool. Drink plenty of water. Watch your kids around the swimming pool, and you guys have yourselves a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.